Bogus Skill Season 1 is now done and dusted. Let's talk about it. So the first season of Bogus Skill is now done and dusted. All 12 episodes are now available for you guys to go and check out right now. We're going to talk about this anime because, look, this is not a mainstream anime. This is not on the level of a Solo Leveling with popularity or anything like that. You might not have heard of Bogus Skill. This might be your first time you've heard about it. Maybe you have been watching it. I've been keeping up with it week to week, been watching it constantly. Now, just to give you guys a little idea of what this is about, the idea is you have an adventurer anime where, you go to dungeons and everything like that. You go join a party and you go adventuring. But the power system for this particular one is fruits. Now, there's these skill fruits. So once you take a skill fruit, you will be granted that skill fruit. You only get one per time. Like, you cannot get another one because if you take another one, you will die. That is the whole thing about it. So you need to hope that you get a skill that is ready for adventuring. Or if you get another skill, you're going to have to do something else with that skill. So for instance, when Light goes up and he's wanting to be an adventurer, he gets his chance. He takes a bite and he becomes the Fruitmaster. That is his skill. So he is able to grow fruit at a rapid rate. He's able to take care of it. He's able to grow the skill fruit and everything like that. But he cannot go and become an adventurer because it's impossible for him with that skill. So that's the whole gist of it. So we have Lena, who was his childhood friend, who got the Saint Sword skill. So she becomes a elite adventurer. She goes on, and now he needs to find a way to get to her. So that is the whole idea of this anime. That's basically what the anime is about. Now, I think this anime is quite good. I don't think it's anything we haven't seen before. I don't think it's anything that's groundbreaking, that's going to change the anime space or anything like that. But it's a very decent anime. I would give it a 7 out of 10, around there. I think it's very solid. Like I said, it's not going to blow your mind away. It's not going to change anything for you. But it is worth giving a go and worth having a shot at watching the whole thing. Because there is a lot of things here. And my favorite thing about this whole entire anime is the characters themselves. Now, I really enjoyed the interactions with Light and Lena quite a lot. Lena being my favorite character so far in this series. She's the one that I gravitated to the most. Light is your MC who is full of hope. And when you find out about the catch, about what actually happens with the Fruitmaster fruit, he's able to now eat more fruits, more skill fruits, so he can, it doesn't poison him, and he ends up getting the sword god skill, sorry. He now can become an adventurer. So when he starts to team up with Lena, you start to see that this character in Lena, who has been placed into this party and doing adventuring in a way that she does not like. She feels like, she's not helping anyone or anything like that. She's just there for the fame, and it's not something she likes. So you see her in this depressive state. And when Light comes back and sees her and is like, look, come join me, man. I now have the skill for it. We can go adventuring together. Once she breaks from that, you can see her demeanor, her personality really change and come through. And she starts to become such a great character. And her dynamic with Light is absolutely fantastic. Their back and forth, their chemistry is phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. The battle sequences with them two are great as well. They complement each other really, really well. So I really enjoyed the characters the most in this whole entire series. I think they did such a great job with those two in particular that really make you connect and gravitate towards them and want to see their journey continue. Now, towards the end, they split up and Lena goes and does her thing while Light goes and does his thing. And this is where, when you follow Light, you get introduced to another new character who is a blacksmith. She is a blacksmith. She has that skill. And she's really, really good at what she does. And there's this whole subplot going on here with Light protecting them from these, these people that come in and demand them to make weapons, basically weapon merchants. And I love the fight sequence. Look, the fight sequence between Light and the guy that has the lightning was done really well. To me, that was a really, really fun fight. There's also another fight earlier on with a dragon that I really enjoyed with Light as well. And seeing that all come, the animation was fantastic as well. So I have no problems with all of that. And then you have Lena's stuff that's going on where she's protecting the island where the fairies are, she gets this really cool power up in the final few episodes, which I really liked. I thought that was a nice little thing that they did, and her fight sequence was great as well. Very creative, very interesting, and I had a lot of fun with it. Now, I think some of the things that I think aren't out like anything crazy to think about is the story itself. It is a very similar story. You know, the MC wants to become the best adventurer. He wants to be known as the greatest adventurer of all time. So it's a pretty much a standard MC sort of plot line, and the story is he's basically got to go through all these trials and tribulations, and obviously there's a person behind the scenes working everything. We find out what the Holy Sister's true skill is, and she's basically the big giant villain of the whole entire series. So it's nothing outrageous, it's nothing deep, it's not like an Attack on Titan or a Code Geass or a Vinland Saga or a Monster, you know, it's nothing like that level of story where you're like twists and turns and stuff like that. This is just a pretty generic storyline, but that's okay. You don't need to have a insane story, a very deep story to be a good anime. You can have a simple plot, simple writing, but execute it really well. And I think it does execute it really, really well. Like I said, I don't think there's anything in here that makes you feel wow about it, though. I don't think there's anything here where you sit there and you go, damn, this is going to be like one of the best animes of the year. I didn't get that. Look, I'm happy that I watched it. Do I want a season 2? Damn, I would love a season 2. I'd love to watch season 2 and see where this story goes. I think the last few episodes made it a lot more interesting than what we saw in season 1. I think season 1 is very good at introducing you to the world and creating the world and, you know, showcasing these characters, where they are, what's going to happen, giving you a bit of backstory to some of the skills and everything and how it all works. I feel like next season is probably going to be the season that takes that jump up and actually executes a lot more and gives more details and showcases a bit more action, a bit more of everything else. And I think more character development is going to go on, especially with the Necromancer chick who is now going to be part of them. I'm interested to see how her story develops because she's a very interesting character. So I feel like towards the end of Bogus Skill, season 1, I think that's when it starts to get really, really interesting. So if you can get through the first season, I'm pretty sure season 2 is going to be a bit better. But like I said, for me, it's a 7 out of 10 at the moment. I think it's a very solid anime. I think it's something that I'm glad I watched. It's not something that I'm willing to instantly just rewatch straight away. I don't get that urge to rewatch the episodes over and over again. But I think it is a good anime. I think some people are going to really enjoy this one, and I can see some people not liking it as much, and that's totally fine. I could see it where people are going to have it around the 6, 7 as well. So let me know what you guys think. If you have seen Bogus Skill, let me know what your thoughts are for season 1. Did you guys enjoy it? Maybe you absolutely loved it, and if you did, that's freaking awesome. If you didn't, that's okay too, because, you know, it's all subjective. Doesn't really matter, but I want to hear all your opinions anyway. Let me know in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.